When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So LSU's offense will have the football first. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy recently.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in. It's Smith. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
The modern era of college football, air raid attacks, quarterbacks throwing at each and every play. It's all good on the blackboard. You've got to have someone that can go out and execute. This guy has been able to do it. That's his 400th completion of the season.
Intercepted, number 19. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early. First drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him.
Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the RPO, complete. Got room at the 35. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Sanders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Dobbs. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking to scramble. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Right on the money. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. take it as they have the ball at the 47. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Sanders. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Pulls it, fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hack.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's LaBelle. And he's dragged down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Pulls it in. It's LaBelle. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanders. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Oh, they're after him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Taking it the other way. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
And those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things.
There he goes! The 20. Touchdown Gamecocks. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. They're working that left side. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete on the right side. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Sanders. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets them up on second down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. LSU quick to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Bully ball on third and short. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
South Carolina.
The Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's stopped. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on second down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. To the air on first down. Still looking. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice. But to get rid of it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The give on the inside. Breaks the tackle.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands. It's Dobbs. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. They'll try the run. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard.
Touchdown, South Carolina! And the punishment has been extended.
And how about this play by the offense? 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
LSU 0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Finds his tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Thrust that arm out. Runs through the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the...
Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Smith.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give to the tailback. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Fights off a defender. And runs through another guy. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick strike complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll go to the ground, fighting off the defender. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds some fresh air. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations?
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Utah State put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Aggies had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations.
There he goes. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get. Gets a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across. Got enough space. Touchdown, South Carolina. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
To the air on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. LSU lining up 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it inside the 30. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. It is good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
South Carolina.
Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. snap from the gun on 3rd down. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out.